Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl V, and I'm so excited to be back. It's been a while. It's been a while since I recorded, but I'm back, guys, full force. Today I'm really excited for the reaction video we're doing today. We're going to be reacting to one of my favorite African countries. Um Ethiopia. Yeah, so I Ethiopia is actually one of my favorite countries because first of all they're our neighbor. They neighbor Kenya to the north. And I've never been to Ethiopia. I think the only person that I know that has been to Ethiopia in my family is my dad, and he said it was extremely beautiful. I don't know a lot of people that have been to Ethiopia, but I I have been seeing some content and some videos online, and I think it's beautiful. So we're going to be reacting to that and seeing what that is about. So I'm really excited to see that. So we're reacting to Wodemaya's video, uh one African content creator that I admire and love. I love just how well he's been able to expose the continent to the rest of the world. But guys, if you're new to the channel, kindly subscribe, share the video, like the video, comment. If you're watching from Ethiopia, kindly share a comment with me as well. Let me know what other things I can react to. But yeah, so let's get into it. Let's start.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Allow me to say this once again a little louder for those of you in the back. The future is African.
Can you believe it? This is Africa. I have been coming to this country for the past 6 years, and the transformation that is happening in this country deserves an applaud, man. What's your impression of the new Addis Ababa?
The futuristic looks of the city. The sidewalk, everything.
Oh, wow.
Developed, civilized.
I love how the city is so organized. Like, cars are just respecting the rules. The pedestrians are respecting the rules. Literally, everyone within the city is obeying the law.
Welcome to Addis Ababa.
And in English?
Means new flower.
Oh, wow, that makes sense. That is why the city is absolutely beautiful, because the city is living up to its name.
It really is so stunning. I'm not gonna lie. I think if you show this, especially for people who can be ignorant, if you show, and ignorant in this sense doesn't mean, okay, it can be negative in the sense of you just intentionally, for lack of a better word, dumb. But if you're like, you genuinely don't know anything about this place, if you showed anybody like a picture of this city, they wouldn't think of Africa as the first. They just wouldn't, because we know how they have depicted Africa to the rest of the world. So to see this with Ethiopia is absolutely stunning, beautiful. It just looks so beautiful, so clean, makes me want to visit, not gonna lie. So yeah, it's very pretty, and I learned something new today. I didn't know Addis Ababa like meant new flower, so that's nice.
This is Addis Ababa, bro. And you don't want to see this at night, because the entire city lights up at night. You might even think that you're somewhere in New York, but that is not New York. This is Addis Ababa.
Wow, so beautiful.
But we're filming at night time, and you don't think what we're seeing is so beautiful?
Yeah, it's so beautiful.
How do you feel knowing that your city lights up at night?
So beautiful, I love it.
You love it?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's so pretty.
I'm thrilled to be teaching.
A big round of applause to the people of this beautiful country, man. I just can't stop, you know, because I feel like they deserve it.
As a brother African countries to have a great leader like us, because we need a dreamers.
Woo!
Most of people, most of all politicians, more focus on talking, not action. You know?
Yeah.
Now we see no talking, we see action. And we need new generation, a strong youth generation, thinker generation, like Mandela, like Haile Selassie, like many. Wherever you are my African brother. Hope you have a good day, have a good life, have a good dream. Never stop dreaming. Always work for country. Even if you are in Europe, even if you are in America, no, never forget your country, your home continent, Mama Africa.
Oh, I just love everything about that. I'm not gonna lie. As like a proper lover of Africa, like I love Africa, you guys. Like I think I've said it in my other videos. I wouldn't want to be anything else other than African. I wouldn't want to, even in my next life, I want to come back as an African. Uh, but ultimately, like when I see people, there's just something that happens when I see people from other African countries that have just as much love and want the best for their continent. Like when I see and they're from other countries, I just feel so connected to them. Like look at these people, they're beautiful people. Like they're just so warm and kind and it's just amazing. Like I just love us. Like you guys don't understand.
Like, is your city built like this? This is Africa. This is Ethiopia. This is Addis Ababa. Hi, how are you? Pleasure meeting you. Thanks for watching the videos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Good to
guys.
see you, man.
Yeah.
Hi.
Taxi driver.
A taxi driver.
Followed you.
Oh, wow.
You are Kenyan.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Thank
They
you.
like you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
What do you love about your country?
You see our government?
Uh-huh.
It's beautiful, Addis Ababa.
Okay.
Yeah?
First impression, I'm super impressed about how clean the city is, and to my surprise, there are people that are constantly cleaning the city every single time. I don't know if you can see the woman behind me. It's not early morning, it's roughly 12 o'clock, and they are on the street cleaning. You follow me, yeah? Thank you, man. What?
I saw you. I don't know.
Thank you. Addis Ababa is definitely one of the most organized cities that I've ever visited. You know why? Because everything is in order. I mean, I am currently walking in a place where it's only for pedestrian. And from my side here, this is a bicycle lane. And the roads that you're seeing is more like an 8-lane where 4 cars are going and 4 cars are coming in.
Seeing that Safaricom building, it looks exactly like the Safaricom building that is here in Westlands in Nairobi. So it's kind of like giving me a bit of nostalgia. But I love how the city looks. Like it's so beautiful and like picturesque, so well planned. I don't know, I feel like Nairobi is a fairly developed city, but I feel like where we struggle a bit is in terms of the planning. Like there could be places where you go where you'll find um definitely is much better looking than other places, but I feel like overall just the urban planning bit of it, like trying to figure out, and making sure that the things are like if it's traffic lights, that they're being properly utilized. Like for them, I love the fact that they have bike lanes. I don't even think we have bike lanes in Nairobi. I can't think of a major road that has bike. Okay, we have like side lanes, but they're not necessarily like them. They have like a pedestrian walk, and then they have the bike lane separate. Here, you'll be walking in your pedestrian pathway. Motorcycles want to come and compete with you, like. So I like the way they planned this in terms of they catered for like pedestrians, catered for people who are using like other forms of transport like bikes, and then the roads are, wide enough. They're like 8 lanes. Like here it's like to and fro 8 lanes. The buildings, the lighting, like the lighting on the side of the road, the greenery, and the like planting like trees and things like that. It's just the beautification of it all. It looks beautiful. So guys, tell me, because I know Addis Ababa is the capital city. I don't know any other cities in Ethiopia. So guys, tell me, are all of the cities like this, or are they still developing? um and how is that going, outside of Addis Ababa? Is it just like Addis Ababa is like advanced and very well developed, and then other cities are like completely different? Because like Nairobi is definitely the most developed city. There are other cities that are also good, like developed, but they're not as developed. So how is it in Ethiopia? Can let me know.
And one of the things that makes me feel like the city is so organized is the fact that you see a uniform color for all the buildings that you see along the road. I love the transformation that is happening in your country.
Yeah.
Do you see the same thing though?
Yeah, it's every day I'm confused as if it's a different city.
So it's not just me.
Have you ever seen a city transform so fast that every drive feels like a new experience? Imagine, I've been here for quite some time now. I'm a traveler from Kenya, and every time I go out to do a drive, I see something different.
First of all, Addis Ababa is extremely clean. The people are nice. The city is developed. They have a lot of mega constructions and projects turning over the city. Basically, the city is under a massive makeover.
Addis Ababa is a city that has tall skyscrapers that will welcome you. Like the first time I landed here, I was like, man, am I in Africa? The tall, proud buildings, skyscrapers, wow.
You won't believe if I tell you that this is Addis Ababa, and Addis Ababa of 3 years ago was definitely not like this.
That just goes to tell you that all you need is good leadership. Like I usually say, the problem with Africa, our education is very high. We are very smart. Like anytime I even have conversations or see people of, not, I don't want to disrespect other people, but anytime I hear some other people from other countries, sometimes even way developed countries, like in terms of intellect and education, some of them are way behind. So it's not the education, it definitely is not the resources, because we are literally the custodians of the resources. We are the ones who have the resources, but because we have poor leadership, we have mismanagement. Some countries are still suffering from the effects of colonialism and things like that. Different countries are at different levels, obviously, within the continent, but you get what I'm saying. Because of these factors, you will find a city like Addis Ababa in Africa, and you will also find somewhere in the same Africa where it's completely desolate. So we are not lacking in anything. We're definitely not lacking in having the capacity to develop, even way past like a lot of people. The problem with us is corruption, like the corruption and poor leadership. If we're just able to get rid of that and have leaders that are experienced, like technocrats, people that are economically savvy, people that understand how to move a country from point A to point B and what it takes, and they can sell that vision to their people and actually execute on it. If you see results like this, like why shouldn't I support you? Like if you heard what the man has said, the Addis Ababa of 3 years ago is not this Addis Ababa. Meaning that whoever is in leadership right now has been able to do this within 3 years of being in power. Why would I even want you to leave? Like, you could do this for the entire country. Like, why would I like your work speaks for itself. The problem with African leaders, they keep politicking from the day they win the elections all the way to when the next election cycle comes up. And it's like, do you know? Yeah.
How do I look?
Looks fine.
I bought it.
Addis Ababa is my most visited city in Africa, and my first visit was in 2018, and this is how the city looked like. Yo, good morning, what's up everybody? It's your boy Mr. Ghana Pebu once again. As you can see, I told you guys that I'm coming to Addis Ababa. I see your boy right here in Addis Ababa. You see, such a beautiful city. And the more I visit, the more changes I see. I'm in Ethiopia, but currently in Addis Ababa. This city never stops to amaze me. I think I've been in Addis Ababa more than any cities in Africa. And anytime that I come in here, you see something new. You know, like, I feel like development of this country is growing so fast. Because the last time I came here, we didn't see all of this, man. And in 2025, this is not Addis Ababa I was expecting. Welcome back home, man.
What's going on? This is my third time, my homeland. Addis Ababa, yes sir.
And how do you see Addis Ababa after coming back?
Oh my lord, it's different, man. I don't know what is this place. I think I'm in the wrong place in the world.
Really?
This is very modernized.
Oh, before it was not like this.
Before it was not like this. Now it's improved, progressed.
And the transformation that you see is that as the corridor developmental project. And it starts as soon as you touch down at the airport. This airport is one of the busiest airports in the entire Africa. And when I first came in here, the domestic terminal didn't exist. You won't believe what I'm about to tell you. 5 years ago when I came to this country, there was nothing like a separate domestic terminal because it was both the domestic and the international at one place. So seeing that they have a new domestic airport, it shows that now this country is really improving in terms of infrastructure, man. That's really insane. And it's so beautiful to see that the airport terminals have been expanded.
Like, it's so beautiful. It just makes me smile, honestly, because I usually say, like, a win for one African country is a win for all of us, because it only takes one country. It takes one country for the change to, like, for you to be like to have a domino effect to other countries. I feel like, like Ethiopia being a neighboring country to, like, they've already started modernizing Nairobi city, and I genuinely believe it is because they saw the modernization happening in Addis Ababa, and Kenya was like, "Hey, we can't be left behind. We can't have neighbors that have such a beautiful city." And we just, that's what I'm saying. It just takes one person, one country to believe in themselves to make it work, so that they can, we need to support each other. Do you know? So it's absolutely beautiful to see a country, like, really set out to do something and do it. I think even the airport is extremely beautiful, and I know I have heard that the Ethiopian Airlines, I think is the best airline in Africa as well. And also, I believe they're planning to build, like, the biggest airport in Africa. I think it's already under construction. I'm not too sure about that. I need to do my research on that. But seeing what they've done with their city, I have no doubt that it's going to look absolutely insane, and I can't wait. And I'm so happy for my fellow Africans. Like, I'm so happy, like, waking up, going to work, living in a city that functions and works well. It even, like, brightens your day. Nobody wants to wake up and go to work in a city that's dirty, that you can't even get accessibility to X, Y, and Z. Like, everybody wants to work in a functioning or live in a functioning society. And we have to work for it. And I think even after that airport thing, I think then Kenya announced that they're going to build an airport. It's like that's why Ethiopia, you'll have to forgive us because we were just like, nah. And that's what I'm saying. You have to have neighbors like Ethiopia. They push each other. Like, I know Kenya does really well when it comes to like digital, like in terms of the being a tech hub. So I know that is already spilling over into other neighboring countries. And I know when it comes to infrastructure, Ethiopia is doing extremely well. So that spills over into other countries like ours. Now we see that and we're like, now we can't just, people can't be, if you're moving from in Ethiopia going into Kenya, you can't just come and find some other thing. We also have to be able to keep up. And that's how you push each other as countries to become better and better. So shout out to you, Ethiopia.
The transformation that is happening in Addis Ababa really deserves a round of applause from each and every African. And that is why I'm here to ask you all, have you liked the video? Like the video now. Thank you. You're the best. But hey, the goal is to reach 2 million subscribers by the end of December. Your subscription will help us get there. Please subscribe. Tell your friends and family to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.
Your lineup needs work. Yeah, it did call me out.
Can you repeat the question?
Right. Ask the question.
You all might be wondering, what is the Corridor Developmental Project all about?
The Corridor Project is a very strategic project, part of our urbanization strategy, okay? So what it does is, it chooses the big arteries of the cities. So it chooses the largest arteries, and it does 4 things. One is, of course, beautification. So we try to make it a real city where cars can flow, where pedestrians can walk. We had no walkways before.
Okay.
Biggest cultural clothes marketplace in Addis. Literally everyone shops here, and I actually grew up here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I remember we only had one road.
You mean the entire
area? We only had one small road. It used to get very, very crowded. Didn't have that much infrastructures. Not really a pleasant place to grow up in.
Okay. And now
look at this. Like, this transformation is crazy. Like, we have roads to, like, the standard of the roads is crazy, and you see the buildings, the structures for the marketplace. It was not like this before. It was very hard to shop around this area. There's lots of thieves and stuff like that, but not anymore. You see the street lights, especially at night. This place is amazing.
The city of Addis Ababa promotes a healthy lifestyle, which is why there are bicycle lanes along the road. And let me tell you one thing that will shock you the most. Most of these white roads that you've seen within the city get blocked each and every Sunday for people to exercise. Incredible, right? This is what we call Car Free Day.
Free day.
Oh wow, thank you. Car free day.
Yeah.
Which means no car pass today, right?
Yes, no car passed. The main roads are closed every Sunday.
Okay.
Till midday.
So midday.
Yeah.
So what happens? Everybody is allowed to come out.
Yes.
And exercise.
Yes.
Wow.
This is nice. It reminds me of how, well, for us we don't block the roads for cars, but obviously on Sundays people tend not to go to the CBD, which is like the central business district here in Nairobi. But there's usually, when you go to the CBD, you find a lot of like young people making content, skating, because there's not a lot of traffic of like cars and things like that. It's a Sunday, it's a weekend, people are in their homes or in the places of worship or whatever, just relaxing at home. So young people tend to go create content and all that, photography, street photography and things like that. So that's really nice that they let people enjoy themselves. And I mean, you built the city for your people, so why not have the people enjoy it? Right? So you grind during the week, and then on the weekend you get to enjoy yourselves. That's nice.
Yes, can stretch, can play football, can walk, can jog, can do the bike. Yes.
It's just for healthy living.
Yes, just promoting health. Yeah.
I never knew something like this actually exists in Addis Ababa, because I've seen it in South Africa, I've seen it in Rwanda. So it's beautiful to see that it's happening. I really love how anytime someone breaks the rule in terms of trying to drive within the major roads that have been blocked, the person get arrested, and at the end of the day, you get to pay a fine, man. And to ensure that people exercise within the week, they've built over 100 astroturfs within the city. I am so impressed how the city of Addis Ababa is intentionally promoting sports or a healthy living within the city, because whatever corner that you pass in this beautiful city, you get to come across astroturfs like this. And literally, they got over 100 astroturfs within the city, man. So to the extent that just people come out in the day and even at night just to exercise, man. And this is what is happening currently. They are playing football and people are out here just watching.
I love this. I love this a lot, because I feel like with modern day society, like young people, we've grown up with technology and the internet and all these other things, that we have become so hooked to our phones. And even remember when we were younger, we used to go out and play, come back when it's literally nighttime, da da da. But now people just tend to be in their homes, and kids don't play as much as they used to. One, because of obviously what I've mentioned, but two, also because of just in the spirit of modernization and having buildings and skyscrapers and all this, which is great. That in some cases may limit the space that people need, open space that people need to move around and play. Like for example, like you mentioned, sports like football, have people play tennis, have people, these are the things this is what I mean when I say intentional, in like being intentional planning. What I talked about is these things don't have to be inaccessible to people. These things can go at the cost of whether it's the county governments or the national governments, however the governments are set up. Having this like football pitches, you could have like padel courts, you could have tennis courts, you could have basketball courts, you could have like swimming areas, like places where people can go and release, the pressures of life, because life is hard, and when people are working during the week, they need somewhere where they can decompress and come together, even socialize, make friends, just have that human interaction. And having that set by the government, when people have these things and they don't have to pay for them because the government is government owned, it becomes very easy. Like people will start to get out of the cocoons of social media and things like that. So it's really amazing. We really wish this was something we could adopt in our country, honestly, having like those courts and stuff like that. I know there are places where they exist, but it's mostly in like gated communities, or you could find maybe they have like their own like indoor arenas, or they have smaller football pitches, they have swimming pools and all that. I know those exist, but I'm talking of in terms of a larger scale, like to everyone, like government owned, and having as many as possible in different areas, different parts of the city or the country. It would just make it a bit more easier for people to be able to force them into like promoting like a healthy lifestyle. So kudos, like everything about this is impressing me. Like right now I'm like, I have to visit this city. I have to visit Ethiopia. I really have to. Like it's really convincing me, and I'm just like, wow, like Africa is so beautiful, and I want to see all these parts of Africa.
The second objective was to make sure that all our utilities were intelligently done. Water, electricity, telecoms, and then have smart city items, like the street lights, like the make it safe with cameras. The other part was to make it more green.
There are so many things that I love about Ethiopia. One of which is the greenery. As you can see, Ethiopia now has a lot of parks, a lot of natural areas where you can just sit, chill with your friends.
One of the most important things for people's mind, people's inspiration, people's innovation, for people to create is to have parks in the cities.
Yeah.
You have to be able to go and walk and see beautiful things for your mind to rest.
One thing I love about one thing I appreciate about Nairobi is, as much as we are working towards being like modernized as a city, we do have green spaces. We have tried to be intentional about maintaining greenery. Do I feel like we could do more? Yes. And I feel like also just greenery makes a place more beautiful. It just makes the air more fresh. Anytime it rains, you just feel like you're like, it's like you're breathing like just what you were meant, what God created for us to breathe. Do you know? So as much as we want to go into the direction of like, oh, we want to have all this, I don't. In my opinion, we don't even need like ultra modern, like the most modernist, like skyscrapers, and we don't need. I don't think, for me, infrastructure and development doesn't always have to be like, for example, like Japan level modernization. I mean, no dig to Japan, it's great. Like they are operating on a very smart cities and things like that, which is great. But I feel like over time I would get sick of it. I would get sick of the like overdone, like the a million and one buildings. Do you see like the way you see, for example, when I look at, what's that place in the US? Is it Madison Square or where is it? I don't know. Where you can see like 1,001 screens and they're all running ads, or there's just too much light and all that. I mean, it looks nice for like, and then eventually it starts becoming suffocating because I need trees, I need air, I need to hear birds. So I like the juxtaposition of modern like skylines, but still maintaining green spaces, maintaining parks, maintaining um like a bit of that um like just chill, I think you guys get what I'm saying. So I like that they have been intentional about that, and that's something I wouldn't want to compromise on personally, but yeah.
I love how Addis Ababa is not just a concrete jungle,
Exactly.
but it's definitely one of Africa's greenest city that I've ever seen.
This is beautiful.
And the fact that they've beautified the entire city with greenery, but look behind me. What do you see? That's a water fountain. And water fountains like this can be found at every corner of the city. And believe me or not, whenever you see a water fountain somewhere, there is a coffee shop where people just sit, drink coffee, meet loved ones.
Are you a low-skilled worker looking to immigrate to Canada? Look no further. This video will discuss the
beautiful new city of Addis Ababa is big on green energy, as they've introduced new electric buses into the city. So you can definitely commute from one point to another in an electric bus. Addis Ababa is indeed living in the future. We are in Mesca Square, the city center of Addis Ababa. This is where we celebrate one of the biggest festivals in the country, which is the Mesca Festival. What is Mesca Festival all about?
Mescal is like, it's a true cross-binding day in Ethiopia, and we celebrated the whole Orthodox Church combining together to celebrate in this area.
And right beneath Mesca Square, they've built a car park. I mean, a 3-story car parking beneath the Mescal Square. Before it didn't exist, but now
it's happening.
I feel like your city is very organized right now to have underground parking.
Exactly.
How many of these do you have in the country? In the city, by the way?
Where we go, let's have it like this parking.
Really?
Parking spot. Yeah.
Wow, this didn't exist before. We are just right below Mescal Square.
Exactly.
So which means this is new.
Yeah. It's been like almost 2 years now.
Almost 2 years.
But this is my first time.
Your first time being Addis Ababa had a lot of dirty rivers within the city. But as I speak to you now, most of these dirty rivers within the city are being converted into recreational parks.
So in Addis we have a lot of rivers.
Okay.
Very dirty rivers.
Okay.
You know? So we want to uplift that dirty rivers in order to like beautify them and use it as a place where people can come and chill, enjoy. You know, our rivers became like a source of recreational now. Before, we don't want to even pass through these old rivers. Yeah.
You know, it's so beautiful to see that it's the people that are doing everything.
Yeah, it's our people. This area is also one of the shanty and the ghetto areas with no amenities, you know, and very dirty area.
And it has been transformed.
It has been transformed.
Anytime I get to showcase the beauty or a transformation of an African country, I get accused of being paid by the government of the day. But I'm here to let you all know that I'm not the only one noticing the transformation that is happening in Addis Ababa.
Oh, Addis Ababa is a beautiful capital. Very, very beautiful. It's actually my first time in Addis, but I'm enjoying my stay.
Beautiful thing seeing that there's a country in Africa which is developing and which is really doing great. The cleanliness of the city, something that I think most of the countries in Africa are moving towards. And for Ethiopia, that you've already started to achieve those things. It's good.
The city becomes so light, and even if a needle falls on the ground, you can find it easily because of the light. So it's bright. The people might assume that you are in a Dubai.
It just shows us how much Africa can do on its own. And I would like to commend Addis and the Ethiopian general.
I'm happy that the Honorable Gisela Tete, Deputy Minister for Works and Housing, is in the chamber today. Recently, I was with her in Addis Ababa, and the trip that took us from our hotel to the AU headquarters, we talked about nothing but town development. We discussed why we couldn't do what they are doing in Addis Ababa. Mr. Speaker, I had been there 5 years before, and this time when I went, I didn't recognize the city. They are building the city, they are conscious of the road, 3-4 lane roads in Addis with walkways where pedestrians, where the ordinary Ethiopian can also walk. And maybe she can help with the measurements. I don't know the measurements, but I saw the walkways were equal to one road.
I love this.
It's not this corner things that we do in this country. Space. And we saw couples holding hands and walking.
Exactly.
And we saw Ethiopians walking in their city. Mr. Speaker, we don't walk in this country because there's nowhere to walk.
The people.
I feel like this is what we need as the people of Africa. We need people that can go to different countries that are developing in different sectors and benchmark from each other. It's like we just need to share information and resources, trade amongst ourselves, be able to see, okay, how did they, if it's a particular city, how did they achieve XYZ? Because people, different cities, different countries have different problems, right? There are countries whose challenge may not be necessarily, or their main urgent challenge may not be infrastructure. It may be education. Some other country, their main challenge may be infrastructure. Some other country, their main challenge may be that the country doesn't have, struggles with famine and food and how agriculture. Some other country, their challenge may be the digitization. Some other, like, people, countries could be suffering, or their most urgent needs could be different. There are countries where they don't even have time to think about development. They don't have basic food. People are struggling with basic food. Some countries are struggling to even just maintain peace. They're always in war. So again, all these countries have different needs. How do we learn from each other, and how do we see, okay, a country like Ethiopia, or this is how they transformed their city. How can the rest of the African leaders, you know, gain knowledge on how they planned, how did they go about it, how did they finance it, how did they plan it, how did they execute? Do you know, if it goes to a country that is doing really well in terms of maybe agriculture, maybe exporting and importing or things like that, go to that country and find out, how do you guys, how did you get to this point? How did you become really successful in this particular area? If it's another country that is, when it comes to peacekeeping, the things that happen in some of our fellow African brothers and sisters countries, things that happen in Sudan, things that happen in Congo, and all these things, it is our job as Africans to support and find out how can we help, or how can we share knowledge on how to maintain peace, how to live, how to, what are the peacekeeping initiatives that can be done. That's how we need to help each other. That's how we need to be supporting each other and trading. When I see say other countries that have very good initiatives when it comes to the young people, whether it be in sports and arts and culture, how have they gotten the young people to be involved in that? Like, those are the things we need to be sharing amongst ourselves as a continent, better ourselves, because it's important for us to make sure that we are learning from whoever is doing it, and knowing that there's nothing special about that person. It is the fact that they chose to do it, they came up with a plan and executed on it, and you just need to do the same. Literally do the same. Yeah.
Of Ethiopia, let me know in the comment section. This is not a paid video. Let me know what you think about your government. One of the things that makes me so proud about this beautiful country, the fact that the infrastructure development that is happening in this beautiful country is not just in the capital city. I mean, Addis Ababa is transforming completely, but the transformation is also affecting almost every city that I've been to. I mean, I've been to almost 5 cities in here.
It's nice. That's what I was asking.
Yeah. We are in Jima, right?
Yeah, we are in Jima, but and we love you.
Thank you so much.
We love you, Adamaya.
They're so nice.
So I love the fact that the corridor project is also right here in Jima. So whatever you see in Addis, you see in different cities across the entire country, and this is what you see right now. Whatever you see behind me did not exist until the corridor project was initiated. This is absolutely beautiful, man. A big round of applause to the government of this beautiful country.
Big round of applause.
Currently in Hawassa, and as you can see, the corridor project is actually going on. The expansion is happening in every city in this country. That is incredible, man.
Download Glovo, order food, groceries, or anything you want and track it until it arrives in minutes.
Cartoons make complex ideas easy to understand and are incredibly effective at teaching and selling. But instead of telling you about how amazing Toonby really is, why don't I just show you?
I used to see shanty towns within the city.
Yeah.
What happened to them?
Yeah, there are shanty ghetto slum areas in the city. So these people, most of them are like low income.
Okay.
So they cannot rebuild their houses and everything.
Yeah.
So the government took action that they take to temporary shelter.
Okay.
All of them in these areas, especially this is one of the areas that government take a very good action. So they built this area, the entire community, especially all the building, within just 6 months. Almost all of them like built within 6 months.
Wow, by the government?
By the government.
For the people?
For the people.
In 6 months?
In 6 months.
Was it free?
Of course it's...
It almost looks like the project that we have here that is being run by our president, affordable housing. The structure is almost similar. The concept is almost the same. It's meant for mostly like low income households, but to just give them a more dignified place of housing in terms of, it being a bit more accessible and affordable, just to get, because slum areas, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know why. That is actually something I've never thought about. Slum areas in most countries tend to be near the cities, like near or inside the city most of the time. So you can't beautify a city and then leave those slum areas like that, because a lot of, like you said, a lot of low income households, they cannot like live there or go rebuild the houses somewhere else. So the government has to intervene. So when it comes to that, that is actually something that I like. I like this concept especially because for them it was like, this is what I say, like if you're really trying to get rid of slum areas, it's so easy. Like the way they said, take all those people, put them in temporary shelter, and then build the houses as quickly as possible, move them back in, like, move them back in, and they can, I don't know how the payment structure works, but basically you get what I'm saying. Like for them it was intentional. Like you see, there's so many units and they're saying it's for free. So it was like, okay, we're just gonna remove you from here, get rid of these slum areas, the shanty houses and things like that, build proper structures, and even that can house even more people, because if they're like vertically, like they're larger buildings, they can have more houses, and that way more people can be housed there and get it done. This whole business of, it's like, I like how they did it. It's in the how they did it. I wish we did it like that in our country as well. If that was the case, we could have gotten rid of the slums already. We could have already evacuated the people that live there, put them in some sort of like temporary shelters, and then get rid of because that space where the slum is, it's huge. Like if you were to actually build these houses, there would be so many blocks. Like you could build so many blocks. And I think for some of, I don't know which area it is particularly, but I think there's an area where people are already living. I think that Boma project, I think there's an area where people are already living, but you get the concept. Like you could get rid of those slums completely and move these people into these houses. So I like that they did that. I like that the government did that for its people. I'm not too sure. I don't want to speak to so much about the affordable housing in my country. All I know is that we are, we have, like, a lot of people have been, subjected to levies to sort of support that project. I don't know what the plan is with the project, or if it's just if it's for anyone to own the houses, or it was meant for people to be moved into those houses. I don't know, or if it's just for anyone who feels. I think it's anyone who feels like they want to own a house there. But I feel like we should have prioritized the people who come from those slum areas and give them proper government funded housing, basically.
For free.
Wow.
So they take it back, all of the communities take it back to their areas, and government give them almost for all of them, furnished apartment and with full amenities.
That's really nice. Yeah, I like that.
So these buildings are new. We call it Galankura site. For the people resettled from the place we call Kazanchis. Before, they were living in various slum areas, ghetto areas in Kazanchis area. So the government decided to demolish all the areas in that in Kazanchis, and they relocate them to this place.
This is really amazing to know that the people that were displaced out of the city were given houses to live in. Yeah, look at that. So all this were built for the people.
Believing in motherland, celebrating every African.
It's really beautiful and exciting to see what is happening in Addis Ababa, and I hope and believe that other countries within the continent can emulate or replicate what is happening in Addis Ababa in their various cities. Like I said, Africans deserve better, and it's about time for us to build our cities together. My name is Wadamaya, your one and only annoying village boy from Ghana. Don't forget to like this video, share to your president, it's very important, and subscribe to be part of this awesome family, and I'll see you all in the next Ethiopian video. Peace out.
I love that, and I shout out to Wademaya. Like I said, I love what he does, going around, breaking stereotypes about Africans and just showcasing that we can do it as Africans. It's motivation to the rest of us as Africans as well. This makes me want to make money and invest in my continent. It makes me want to visit other parts of Africa and see how can I put my money where my mouth is. If I say I love Africa so much, I need to be able to invest in my own people, and not just in my country but in other, like the continent. This is our continent. So I'm really happy to see what is happening in Ethiopia. Shout out to Ethiopians. I think I've heard about a certain dam that I think the people built something. I'm not too sure about that, but I remember hearing a story like that. I don't know where I heard it, but I remember being very impressed. So guys, let me know if I should look for that video and react to it. But this is so inspiring, and it makes me proud. It really makes me proud. I don't know about you, but like I mentioned, I am a true lover of this continent. And whether it's my own country, Kenya, winning, whether it's any other African country winning, I'm always there to be like, yes, 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 yes. And for this one, Ethiopia deserves their tens. So this was a very enjoyable video, guys. Let me know. Kindly comment, tell me, give me ideas of what else I should react to, whether it's in Ethiopia. Give me ideas of, what else I should check out. But yes, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, guys. Till the next one, see you guys. Bye bye.